See, this is why it's questionable to, on certain resources, Mike. Okay, I didn't even watch your video in its entirety because I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't even take getting into your video, dude. In the beginning of your video, you just posted a video that the Anunnaki are in the Idlib province, and that they're using laser weapons to burrow down into the ground, and then special forces came through, and then they all got slaughtered or some shit. I don't know. And to make matters even worse with this, it's what you said in your opening statement, what you believe. You honestly, deep down, believe that anybody that thinks that the Anunnaki are our friends, the ones that help build all the temples and all the pyramids and instructed all the morons out there on how to do it, so that they all perfectly line up in a straight line all the way across the globe. Yeah, I know the aliens had to do that. I've seen UFOs. I saw one about just over a month ago. It was hovering over in my skies for about 5 minutes. Me and 3 other people saw it. But Michael, you said that anybody that thinks that the Anunnaki are our friends is an Anunnaki. So you're calling me an alien. But that's basically what you're saying. You think that I'm an alien, that I'm supposed to preach hate or something like that in regards to you or the Anunnaki or something like that? Dude, the Anunnaki they're only coming down here to observe us and to look at our resources and stuff like that. They're not attacking us. If they were attacking us, dude, it'd be all over the news. There'd be no way to keep this shit under wraps. If there was a fucking alien attack, how would you keep that under wraps, dude? I don't believe any of this shit. You know what I'm saying? If the aliens want to come here and fight me tonight, so be it. You know what I mean? Are they gonna come through my fucking room in a portal and stuff like that and be fucking invisible? Huh, Michael? And then I'm gonna shoot them with an MP5, and then their fucking blood is gonna spew out, and it's gonna incinerate the ground and fucking burn through metal, burn into the ground. See, you see where I'm going here? You see where I'm going here with this shit? Yeah, it just don't make no sense. So, fucking A, man. Like, that's crazy. I don't know, my uncle's like, you got any more videos on the Bureau, and you know what I mean, and with different shades? So I gave him a video when I was using my speed glass helmet. Boy, that blew his mind, man. He goes, holy shit. That's what he said. He said, holy shit. He doesn't know what to do. He's like, fuck. I'm gonna... I'm gonna open up that program. That's what he's doing right now as we speak. He opened up that program, and he's trying to see where he can fucking try to see if he can calculate where the hell this son of a bitch is. Because he's like, if you can see it and it's that big and that crystal clear, you know what I mean. He goes, that can't be good. So he goes, that ain't Venus. He goes, Venus is just tiny as fucking. Venus is up way up there, man. He goes, that ain't no. He goes, whatever you're viewing there, he goes, that ain't good. So he said it sounds pretty apocalyptic to me, man. He goes, well, yeah, I'm a Christian person too myself, and God said if you see signs in the sun, you see signs in the stars and the moon. In the end days, keep your eyes to the skies, and if you see something like that coming in, your time draws nigh. And then if it is what it is, and we're going to see Yeshua in the end of all this, great. I'm ready to go. I don't give a fuck. My kids would go up to heaven with me, man. It would be awesome. So, I don't know. According to what that little boy, the little boy that died and went to heaven, he said that everybody's in their 20s. Everybody's in their 20s in heaven, and nobody has any diseases, and that hell is there and stuff like that, but the devil's trying to get in. He's a monster. He's trying to get into the gates of heaven, according to what this little kid said. Heaven is for Real is the name of the book and the name of the movie. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. It's insane. He's not the only one. There was a little girl that also died too, and then came back. They both died and came back, and they both went to heaven. He said that God rides around on a multicolored horse, and only God wears the purple sash. because only God can wear purple, because purple is the color of royalty. Oh, I'm sorry, not God, but Jesus is wearing the sash, Yeshua. So, and God, he described God as, I think it was like a bright ball of light. You know what I mean? Like an energy, like a super energy. That's what I always thought God would be. That's what I always tell my kids. My kids always ask me, Dad, what's God look like? Daddy, what's Jesus? But I'm going to get right back on point here. The crazy thing about this story, if you haven't not seen the movie, is that this little girl picked up this ability to draw like you couldn't believe. And she loved to draw Jesus because she saw Jesus, okay? And this little boy saw Jesus too, and she lived in Africa, I believe. I believe it's Africa. If I'm wrong, it's cool, whatever. Don't quote me on it. But they lived in separate continents, okay? And this little boy was given 70 pictures of Jesus, and he said, which one is it that you saw? Which one is Jesus? And there was only one picture that little girl drew of Jesus in the mix of that, and his very first instinct was to pick that one out, and he got the right one. So there you go, dude. Heaven is for real, man. Heaven is there, man. Heaven is, our ancestors are looking down on us, smiling right now, loving you, man. So, but anyway, this whole Anunnaki thing is just, oh man, it's just absurd. So, when I did see a UFO, it looked like a gigantic cigar is what it looked like, and it was just hovering in the clouds. And it looked like it was probably, I'd say it looked like maybe 10 miles away. And me and Patrick and his two sons saw it, and then Chris across the street saw it. Drew, my buddy, across the street saw it. Yeah, we were all just sitting there staring at it. So I'm sorry, there was more than 3 people. There was quite a few of us, because as a little kid started screaming, and then everybody started running outside, and we're like, "What the hell is this?" The very first time I've ever seen anything, I've ever gotten a sign from God, and I was woken from my sleep, and I heard the trumpets from heaven, and boy, they were the most most terrible sounds you ever did hear. It was so loud that my son, that was going to school 4 blocks down the street at the time, he was outside for recess, and the entire recess stopped, and the teacher started looking up to the skies, and they're wondering, what in the hell is that sound? If you guys don't know what that sounds like, to hear like the sounds of Nibiru coming in, punching into our, that's what it is. A lot of people think it's the underground drilling. Yeah, that's all the bangs and all that kind of shit and booms that's rattling your houses. That's what that is. And everybody always calls the government trying to figure out where the hell that's coming from. No, but this high-pitched screeching sound, I believe, don't quote me on it, but this is what I believe. I believe it's Nibiru entering into our solar system. Because we live in a binary solar system. And that's another solar system beyond this one, with its own sun. And Nibiru wraps around that sun, gets flung out it, and then towards our solar system, wraps around our sun, fucks us up, and then goes back around and does it all over again. It takes 3,600 years. It's like a slingshot. Once it reaches the top of the sun, it's like a slingshot. It just fly around us, fuck us up, and get the fuck out. This thing's coming in like a fucking freight train. So I can't wait. I'm really, really, really excited to see what my relative has to say when he talks to his buddy here today and stuff like that. He said he's been trying to get a hold of him on 2 occasions today. He said he hasn't answered his phone yet, but he's a little unnerved there. He saw those videos. He goes, "Holy shit! I've never seen anything like that before." I'm sure all the rest of you are probably saying the same fucking thing. There you go. Somebody works for NASA, JPL. Man, you couldn't believe it, dude. He's like, man, that's got to be Nibiru. It has to be. So that's why he's tracking it right now at his house. So if I hear any more from him today, I'll let you know. So, all right, well, I love you all. Have a good night.